Before we get started, I am going to ask you to take a look at the people on your left and right. No, I mean really look at them. Now, if you are sitting next to someone that you don't care for, now's a good time to get up and move, because life is simply too short. So let's find something that we all have in common. Who's had one of those out-of-body experiences? Me and you. We're having one right now, aren't we? Okay. All right, who stood naked in front of the mirror and wished they could leave their body? Oh, it's like we all share one soul. I'm kidding. I kid a lot and I laugh a lot. And it's not because I don't take life seriously. It's because I take life seriously enough to realize that humor is vital. How many people here think that humor is important for stress management? Okay, my job's finished. Thank you. Enjoy the... Much of what I talk about today is going to be a reminder. It's basically to manage our stress by taking care of ourselves. It is not selfish to take care of ourselves. Self-care is not selfish. We can't pour from an empty vessel. Also, to manage the stress of change. And along with humor is all those feel-good emotions. We all have ups and downs in our lives, but our challenge is to get back to feel-good emotions as quickly as possible. And one of those is optimism. Now, when I talk about optimism, I don't mean that we should be like these eternal optimists. You know, these people that are always on, always happy, happy, happy. Aren't they just annoying to the rest of us? We're trying to enjoy a big fat pity party. They're like, well, look on the bright side, you could be dead. So could you. One could only hope. Negative emotions are part of the human experience. Anger, frustration, fear, we all feel them. But my point is we should allow negative emotions to be more like brief visitors and see what they're trying to teach us rather than just to move in as full-time residents. And really worse than the overly perky people or the pessimists. I call them joy busters. You know, the kind of people that can just suck the energy out of the room the minute they walk in? You just thought of somebody, didn't you? These are the kind of people, no matter how good your news is, they will find a way to rain on your parade, won't they? You could go up to these people and say, you're not going to believe this. I just won the $100 million lottery. And they just shake their head. You know you're going to have to pay taxes on that. You'll be lucky if you end up with $50 million. Somehow I'll make ends meet. So I know this won't come as a shock to you, but one of the biggest causes of stress is people. People, and they're everywhere, aren't they? On our jobs, on the highway, in our beds. I mean, the planet is literally infested with them. But one thing I've learned, and I know you know this, we cannot necessarily control what other people say and do, can we? We can only control what? Ourselves and how we react to what they say and do. Because people can be rude, can't they? I know, it's eye-opening. I don't even know if they mean to be, but they can say the most jaw-dropping things. They'll walk up to some young couple, when y'all getting married? Or a newlywed couple, when y'all having a baby? Or somebody like me, heard about your rash. Rude. Now, I'll give you an example. I wear glasses. I look around the room, I notice some of you folks are like me and you wear glasses. Do you ever get this? Take off your glasses, rub your eyes a little bit. And invariably, somebody will say, you know, you really look a lot better without those glasses. I just look at them and go, you know, so do you. And I don't have to tell you guys, I know a lot of you do. How many of you deal directly with patients? Yeah, you're dealing with patients and, you know, they're fearful, they're scared. I mean, sometimes it's good news you're giving and a lot of times it's the unknown. They don't know what's going on. Now, where's our managers? Where's healthcare managers? And you have employees to deal with, yeah? And we've all got coworkers. By the way, did you know what the number one stressor on the job in America is? It's annoying coworkers. Oh, come on, you know there's one on every job. And if you can't think of one, it might be you. So we leave all those people in our bed, not that you have a lot of people in your bed, and you go on the highway heading to work, and there they are, more people, right? And I'll tell you what, it took me years to figure this out, but I used to weigh out the stress of not getting where I needed to be on time versus the stress of getting a ticket. You know what I finally learned? You just leave earlier. Because at my age, I can't bat my eyelashes at the young cops and get out of the tickets. I'm like, you really want to give me that ticket? Like, ma'am, you got something in your eye? Are you going to be okay to drive? Or somebody I can call? Maybe a son, grandson, great-grandson? Just give me that ticket, you whippersnapper. I didn't think you gave tickets to pretty girls. We don't, ma'am. Sign here. I thought we'd just end with a fun little piece. Would that be okay? All right, since you begged. This is where I compare how times have changed by comparing our songs. Now, this is an actual song from 1967 by a woman named Vicky Carr. It went like this. I tell myself, don't be a chump. Who cares? Let him stay away. And then the phone rings and I jump. And as I grab the phone, I pray, let it please be him. Oh, dear God, it must be him. It must be him, or I shall die. Or I shall die. Hello, hello. Oh, dear God, it must be him, but it's not him. And then I die. That's when I die. How pathetic was she? I don't understand why he didn't call. Whole different attitude today. Now I'm going to do a snippet of a song by Carrie Underwood, so you may have to use your imagination. What? I look just like her. I dug my key into the side of his pretty little souped-up four-wheel drive, carved my name into his leather seats. I took a Louisville Slugger to both headlights, slashed a hole in all four tires. Maybe next time he'll think before he cheats. Thank you. Thank you. He'll sure think before he dates another psycho. Songs today are so happy. There's even a song called Happy. 'Cause I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. 'Cause I'm happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Happy, 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 happy. Now, see, I came of age in the late 60s. I'd be like 11 years old, listening to the transistor radio under my pillow before I drifted off to sleep. I'd hear songs like this. Tell me over and over and over again, my friends, that you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Sweet dreams, little girl. I mean, even the Beatles. Eleanor Rigby wearing a face that she keeps in a jar by the door. What? I mean, if that doesn't keep you up at night, I don't know what will. A lot of songs about young girls back, really creepy. There's even a song called Young Girl by Gary Puckett and the Union Gap. Young girl, get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line. You better run, girl. You're much too young, girl. Why did she have to run? He's the adult. Oh, I guess he was stuck in that windowless van with that ankle bracelet. Creepy. Here's another creepy one. Pretty woman, walking down the street. Pretty woman, the kind I'd like to meet. Pretty woman, you're as lovely as can be. Are you lonely just like me? No! She's pretty. Leave her alone. A lot of songs of desperation back in the day. Help me, Rhonda. 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 Yeah, get her out of my heart. What's in it for Rhonda? Be my rebound. Be my rebound. Crazy. Oh, anybody remember Julio Iglesias? Grrr. To all the girls I've loved before, who traveled in and out my door, glad they came along, I dedicate this song to all the girls I've loved before. Then Willie Nelson's got a pipe in. To all the girls I've loved before, who held my drunk butt off the floor. Glad they came along, I gladly share my bong with all the girls I'd loved before. No, I think Julio had a few more girls traveling through his door. I love him, I love him, I love him, and where he goes I'll follow, I'll follow, I'll follow. He'll always be my true love, my true love, my true love, from now until forever and ever and ever. I will follow him. Follow him wherever he may go. There isn't a mountain too high. There isn't a judge or a court that can keep me away. Away from my love, I love him, I love him. This is where stalker laws came from. Oh, I'm coming for you, young people. Don't think you're off the hook. What's this about? Don't you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass. I'm bringing booty back. I didn't know Booty ever left. Y'all know Adam Levine from The Voice? Grrr. He's got that song, if I got locked away and we lost it all today, tell me honestly, would you still love me the same? Yes! You're Adam Levine! A lot of songs today are so smooth. I love Drake. Y'all like Drake? Woo, he is so smooth. He's got that song. He used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Now, see, if somebody had done that back in the day, it would have sounded so dorky. Can you imagine? You used to call me on my parents' rotary dial landline. This wouldn't work. Oh, my goodness. I like a lot of the new stuff. My little niece keeps me up to date. A while back, she goes, Aunt Kay, listen to this song. You're really going to like it. And I really did. By a kid named Andy Grammer. Oh, no, honey, I'm good. I could have another, but I probably should not. I got somebody at home, and if I stay, I might not leave alone. Oh, honey, I'm good. I said, sweetheart, I really like that. I didn't know you like country. That's not country. So I started doing this little dance. Oh, no, honey, I'm good. I could have another, but I probably should not. I got some. She was ticked. One thing we stress about, and I've been just as guilty as anybody else, is age. We worry we're not old enough. We worry we're too old. And I got to tell you, folks, when I hit 50 and I realized a third of my life was over, what? Then I hit 60, I was like, dang, my life's half over. This is crazy. Now, I'm 61. I still think I'm middle-aged. My friend said, Kay, unless you're planning to live to be 122, you're a little over the middle there, girl. One thing I don't do is try to be hip with the kids, use the lingo. Because every time I've tried, it's just disastrous. Do you remember when everybody started doing this? I thought it was so cool. I was going on, loser, loser, you're a loser. This kid goes, yeah, you got the L backwards there. You're just basically calling people a right angle. No, I'm saying don't be so obtuse. Booyah! You know you're getting older when you hear yourself say these words. It's 8 p.m. Who could be calling at this hour? You know you're getting older when a website asks for your year of birth and your finger cramps from scrolling down trying to find it. You know you're getting older when younger people say, why are you always mad? I'm not mad, it's just my face. It's slowly sliding off my skull. I can't seem to stop it. But thanks for bringing it up, because now I'm mad. Mad face, glad face. I do have one question. I'd like to know what marketing genius decided to name a clothing line for middle-aged women Sag Harbor. That's just mean. What, Wrinkle River was taken? Try to be optimistic. You know, there's actually science behind that. And that sounds like a very fluffy concept. The American Heart Association did an exhaustive study, and they found all things being equal, people with an optimistic spirit had better heart health, a stronger immune system, and a decreased risk of stroke. Isn't that amazing? All things being equal, there's actually science behind the fact that optimism makes you healthy. Helen Keller said, optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. And if you think about all the great inventors in the world, none of them said, that won't work. You think the Wright brothers said, that thing will never get off the ground. What's the point? That's what pessimists say. There's no use. What's the point? Optimists say, I wonder what if, or maybe it will, or oh well, maybe we'll try this. Thomas Edison tried 6,000 different elements before he developed the light bulb. Can you imagine trying and failing something 6,000 times? You imagine his friends around try 4,000? They're like, Tom, dude, give it up. Candles aren't that bad. Let's go get a beer. No, got to make a light bulb, 4,001. Give me that cat hair, 4,002. And of course, he's one of the greatest inventors that ever lived. My mom was an optimist. She used to say that 90% of what we worry about never happens. Wouldn't you agree with this? Of course, this is the same person who used to tell me to wear clean underwear in case I was in an accident, so what does she know? Like, that's the best reason she could come up with for changing your drawers. You know, if not for what those paramedics might think of me, I just wear the same old pair week in and week out. And speaking of underwear, and we have to laugh at ourselves. Now, this is something women do, and I hope the men will indulge me for just a couple of minutes, but you're going to laugh at how silly women can be. When we go to the gynecologist, oh yeah, we're going there. Well, first of all, we shower like we're going on our honeymoon, for heaven's sakes. And then we spend 30 minutes picking out our best underwear. Why? It's not like anybody's going to see them. We make sure they don't. They ask us to remove everything, and we hide that underwear. Lord knows we don't want them seeing anything personal. We do. They ask us to remove everything. We're perched up there on that table. They give us that little paper doll outfit to put on. We put on the little cape. It's open at the front. We've got it origami shut. The skirt, we've got it all tucked under. But if we look over and there's a bra strap hanging out, we'll get off the table and tuck that thing in. Lord knows we don't want them knowing I wear one of those. And they always put the tools on a little unassuming little paper towel. Let me tell you something, Black & Decker's got nothing on these people. I'm like, are we going to have an exam or build a doghouse? The guys are so confused about the whole underwear thing. Wait, go back to the underwear thing, lady. It's they have their exams. Like, I just kick them off the corner. Had them since 2002. They're just getting good and broken. And those screenings are so important. Of course, I always like to push for those mammograms. Who's involved in mammography? Anybody? Yes. Get those mammograms. Absolutely. And then the guys get the prostate. I hate to admit this, but for a number of years, I didn't know that I don't have a prostate. I knew it was a body part. I didn't really know what it was. Our brother said, I'm going to get my prostate checked. I said, I think I better too. He said, you don't have one. I said, how do you know? Maybe I better go get checked. He probably beat it out of me. And of course, colonoscopies all around. Absolutely had to go. And they're not bad. The prep's no picnic. Don't have a party. Don't leave the house, But the thing itself's not bad. They give you those drugs. Oh, it's a sedation vacation. Woo! Just take the day off and talk to the little animals. It is awesome. Now, I've since read, have you heard this, that you could swallow a little camera? Yeah, but I guess it doesn't take care of like the small intestines or something, and it just But anyway, I thought, do I really want a little camera floating around down there? What if it gets lost? Makes its way over my liver. Oh, here's the party room. Boy, this place could use a remodel. Winds on down to my ovaries. Dusty in here. Who left the lens cap on?